Hello, boys and girls. Today I have a story called Rainbow Fish to the Rescue. Do you remember a couple weeks ago we read the story Rainbow Fish in reading? This is a sequel to that story, which means this is the story that came after. And so it's called Rainbow Fish to the Rescue by Marcus Pfister. This is the same author as Rainbow Fish. And let's see what happens in this story. And let's see if there's a lesson that can be learned here too. Rainbow Fish to the Rescue. A long way out in the deep blue sea, there swam a school of fish. Not just ordinary fish. Each one had a sparkling silver scale. Ever since Rainbow Fish had shared his scales, these fish had done everything together. They swam together, they played together, they ate together, they even rested together, floating in the shadows of the reef. They were so happy together, they had no interest in other fish. So one day, when a little striped fish swam through their game of flash tag, they all stared at him. "Hey," the little striped fish finally said, "can I play too?" "It's flash tag," said one little fish, "and you don't have a flashing scale." Boys and girls, think about what we used to learn in squad about kindness. How can the other fish be kind to this fish? What would you do if someone asked you to play? "Do you have to have a special scale?" the little striped fish asked. "Of course you do," said the fish with the jagged fins. "Come on, let's play," he called to the others. "Don't worry about him." How do you think this is going to make him feel? Then all the fish turned and went back to their game. Rainbow Fish hesitated, which means Rainbow Fish thought for a second. He waited. He was afraid of losing his new friends, so he didn't dare stand up to the fish with the jagged fins. Feeling a little ashamed, Rainbow Fish reluctantly swam off to join the others. Reluctantly means he did join his friends, but he didn't feel quite right about it. I think he knows that wasn't very kind. The little striped fish floated all alone at the edge of the reef. He looked sad as he watched the game. The other fish were having such fun, darting and diving into the deep blue sea, their shiny scales sparkling. Rainbow Fish remembered what it felt like to have no friends and how lonely he had been when all the fish had ignored him. He had been so proud of all his glittering scales that he refused to share them. No wonder nobody wanted to play with him. But now his friends did want him to play, and the Rainbow Fish soon was caught up in the game. No one was paying attention when danger entered the reef. Suddenly a shark shot like an arrow into the middle of the school. The fish darted in every direction and managed to escape to their hiding place. There, in a narrow crack in the reef, the shark could not reach them. They were safe. But the little striped fish wasn't. Rainbow Fish couldn't keep still. He was so worried. "What's wrong?" asked the skinny fish. "It's the little striped fish," said Rainbow Fish. "He's all alone out there. We've got to help him." With that, Rainbow Fish left the safety of the hiding place. "Let's go," he called. The other fish trembled with fear, but they knew what they had to do. They sped out of the crack after Rainbow Fish. They soon saw the shark. And there was the little striped fish swimming and spinning away from his jaws. Rainbow Fish could see that the little fish's strength was failing fast. "Hurry!" shouted Rainbow Fish, and all the little fish swarmed straight for the shark. This confused the shark, because usually fish swam away from him. He turned this way and that, snapping right and left until he was dizzy. The shark almost got the fish with the jagged fins, but he escaped with just a few scratches. Oof, big problem here in this story, right? Quietly, Rainbow Fish led the little striped fish to safety. "You were really brave," said the little striped fish. "Thanks for saving my life." Together they watched as the exhausted shark gave up and swam away. So how was Rainbow Fish being a friend to him? When all the fish returned safely to the reef, they welcomed the little striped fish. "Why don't you stay and play with us?" Rainbow Fish offered. "How can I play flash tag when I don't have a shiny scale?" asked the little striped fish. "We can play fin tag instead," said the fish with the jagged fin. "Touch a fin and you're it." All the fish cheered, and then they swam off to play together in the deep blue sea. That story had another important lesson. Can you think about what it was? I think the lesson here was to include others. Rainbow Fish knew it wasn't right in the beginning of the story to not include the little striped fish, but towards the end, he decided to be a friend and help him and then include them in their play, and that was the right choice. We all want to feel that way, don't we, included? All right, I hope you enjoyed this story. Bye.